Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad that you're here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching Brooke Ashley Banks. I covered her maybe like a month or two ago, but she made a new video and it was calling my name. It was saying, JulieJo, look over here. She's desperate. That's what it sounds like, by the way, if you were curious. So I thought, why the hell not? She ended up titling this video, Yes, You Can, the real on network marketing and beauty society. Let's debunk the junk and share it all. And I love it. I love debunking junk. So I thought we could do that. Are y'all down? I'm down to debunk some junk today.
I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head.
Also, I did not want to wear makeup today, but my hair, I just got back from the hair salon. You just have to deal with what science made out of this. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel for free, you can simply subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you want to get notified when I post or when I go live, you can hit the bell button. By the way, if you don't know Brooke Ashley Banks, maybe you weren't here when the huge drama happened with her a couple years ago and how it's kind of been in and out ever since. I recommend going and watching my Brooke Ashley Banks lore video. I do definitely have a lore video over Brooke Ashley Banks, so feel free to go watch that. It was a lot of fun to make, and it will give you great detail about why I cover her and the history behind her and anti-MLM. So you don't really have to watch it first before this. You can watch this and then go watch it. I will try to remember to put it at the end of this video. Like in the end credits, when the videos pop up to choose from, I'll try to remember to put that there. But it was a lot of fun and y'all really seem to like it, so feel free to watch.
Are you ready to chat all the things? I love these kind of lives so I can get real with you. I want to chat with you just like woman to woman about the network marketing industry, about beauty society, and about all like the myths that we have to kind of debunk in our head that we think are true, because it's so easy to talk ourselves out of it. And so for me, I've been in the industry for 8 years. January 1st, 2017, I got real serious in the industry as that underdog, as that woman that no one was gonna join, no one was gonna buy from. You know my story. If you followed me for a while, you know my story. I had the old phone. I like taped my phone to a mirror, didn't know what I was doing. And my whole plan, my biggest goal for network marketing was just make the kit money back and walk away with all of the free products that are in the kit. That was like my goal. And then if the thing actually worked out, the goal was I got to do a little bit of shopping, okay? Like I got to do a little shopping. And I quickly found out if you actually took this seriously and you were coachable and you were willing to put the work in, okay? That I quickly found out in my first few months in the industry that I could make a comma in the paycheck. And that was like, my husband got to quit his extra job. I was so proud to be able to bring in that income. And the more I was real, this is what I really want to hit at, and I want to chat with you guys. The more I was real, and this is, I didn't know how to do a lick of makeup, a super awkward old phone, like all of the things that you can think of, okay? I told myself nobody was gonna buy from me, nobody was gonna join me, blah, 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 blah. All the things that you can think of. But as I was just authentically myself, people saw that and they connected.
It's really interesting how people in MLMs are taught to be relatable, whether it's true or not. They're taught to be relatable. That was something I was taught, at least, and what I've known to be taught in other multi-level marketing companies. They're taught to be relatable to others in an attraction marketing way, not even necessarily the products being used as the attraction marketing part, but themselves as attraction marketing, trying to make themselves look a certain way, trying to put themselves out there as your friend and someone who wants the best for you, even though they barely know you. And their ultimate goal is to make money off of you. So when I hear someone like Brooke Ashley Banks say, people liked me because I was relatable, and I think, well, yeah, absolutely. You're taught to do that. You're taught to be relatable.
With where I was at, and that's the coolest thing, is with me being awkward, with me being insecure, all of that. So I think that some common misconceptions, a lot of people think that you need to have a team in order to make money. No, you don't. A lot of people think that you have to buy stock. No, you are here. Okay, now there are people who join and they join more as customers. They just want that internal discount because most places have that internal discount and they don't have an actual business. They're just kind of like a glorified customer. But if you are in this industry and you are just trying to buy your bonuses and you're not opening your mouth and getting real customers, you don't have a business. You are not being a smart businesswoman. You're pouring money into a business when you should be making money. Those are people that don't want to do the work to actually like put themselves out there to like get the real customers.
It's funny that she's shaming people who are just signing up for the discount and not wanting to do the business. She's shaming them right now by doing this, which I find interesting. Not surprising though with Brooke Ashley Banks, she's pretty good about shaming. So she said number one misconception is you need a team in order to make money. And she's like, no, you don't. Sure, you can make a few dollars here and there. Let's say that you sell products to someone and you get like $50 of commission, which means in Arbonne, that's selling like $300 and something worth of products is to get $50 in commission. So you get $50 because you sold $300 worth of products. I'm just using my experience as an example. Let's say you sell a total of, I don't know, $900 worth of products that month. So you get about $150. Let's just say that. Before taxes, you get about $150. But you purchase $250 of product. You are now negative $150. So here's why building a team in multi-level marketing is the most important thing, why they push it the most, and why it's also the worst thing. Let's say you are negative $150 because you're still that person who spent $900, okay? So you're negative $150 in the bank account. But you had 4 people below you. Let's say they each sell, we have $300 here, $900 here, $200 here, $100 here. Okay, let's say they sell that and also includes what they purchase. You're getting commission on every single bit of what they sell as well and what they purchase. So you are very likely going to make, I don't know, depending on the percentage, over $150 in commissions based off of all of this. So that's $1,500 added on to your $900. Your downline makes an additional $1,500 for you and you get commission based off of that $1,500 added to your $900. So now you're likely no longer in the negatives. That's an example of what it looks like to build a team in an MLM. And that's why it is known to be the most important aspect of an MLM.
Those are people that don't want to do the work to actually like put themselves out there to like get the real customers, to build the relationships, to meet new people, to nurture relationships, to leave people better, to serve people, to actually get customers.
She's like, these people who do this, they don't give a shit about you. She's like, these people don't care about you even a little bit. They don't care about you at all. They have zero heart. They're the worst people ever. She's just crying all over these people. It's wild to me, to be honest. Why would you do that? Because there's people who are going to watch this who are these people in her downline. These people who just joined as a distributor, I guess you could call it, or a consultant or whatever, to get the bigger discount. And she's just like, they don't care about you. They don't want to help you or serve you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Brookie, Babs, calm down. Also, maybe watch your mouth because these people are watching you.
You have to actually have customers to make money in this business. If you are your only customer, you're either a discount shopper or you're doing business wrong, and no wonder you think that it's a money pit.
If you are your only customer, you're either doing business wrong or no wonder you think it's a money pit. Well, the Federal Trade Commission tells us, and this is in my resources down below, on every description of my video, at least in the last year, the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, tells us that the majority of people and multi-level marketing companies will not profit. They will not profit. FederalTradeCommission.gov, multi-level marketing businesses and pyramid schemes. Most people who join legitimate MLMs make little or no money. Some of them lose money. In some cases, people believe they've joined a legit multi-level marketing company, but it turns out to be an illegal pyramid scheme that steals everything they invest and leaves them deeply in debt. Okay? Just for the record, bad vibes all around. We don't join MLMs. We don't do MLMs for several reasons, not just because you don't make money. I mean, that is just the forefront, very obvious reason, but there are so many more, like the cult tactics that they use, the pipeline of Christianity to multi-level marketing to conspiracy theories. I'm actually writing a video to do on that, currently scripting it. And I mean, there's so many other reasons to not join that's not just about losing money. And I'm so excited I'm working on a video about that. The one that is very straightforward that should stop you in your tracks at the beginning is the majority of people won't make money. If that upsets you, it's not my issue. Look at your income disclosure statement for your company. Be upset with them. I used to be on TikTok often. I have almost 100,000 followers on there, but I just don't post anymore. I do not enjoy doing short form content so much, or at least I haven't recently. So I might jump back in, who knows? But people would be so angry with me when I posted their company's income disclosure statement on TikTok. I'm like, girl, why are you upset with me? This is what your company put out. This is what they say. So don't act like I'm wrong or that this is fake or not true or that it's my fault. No, this is what your company said. I'm simply taking it from your company's website and showing the world. And if you're upset at that, then maybe take a little look in the mirror and see why. It blows my mind. Blows my mind.
Stop putting money into your business, right? Like, we're here to make money. Now, there are times where I've obviously replenished my makeup if it runs out, or my skincare. Duh, I use this stuff and I love this stuff and it's why I'm here. But I mean, if you are just constantly putting money in here, like, girlfriend, stop it. Like, that's not the point of these things. And a lot of people think that you have to be the guru of makeup, or you have to be the guru of knowing all the skincare. No, you don't. Ignorance on fire is so much better than knowledge on ice. You get to get in here and you get to learn as you go, and your friends don't want some YouTube perfect person.
Listen, Brookie Banks. Listen, Brooks. Babs, if you don't like it, then why are you posting videos you know I'm going to cover? I think she is obsessed with me posting these videos. Like, I think she hates it, but she wrestles with it. It makes her feel kind of important, but it also ruins her business in a way. I don't know. She hates it, but she loves it. She hates that she loves it. She hates that she has this attention, but also loves attention so much. Anyway, that's just a thought that I have. Might not be true. Another thing. Ignorance on fire is probably one of the most dangerous phrases I hear people in network marketing / multi-level marketing say. Because what they want you to do is not know. They want you to come into this company and not know things. And they're like, just go for it. You don't know a question? Come to me. Send it to me and I'll share the answer for you. And it's so frustrating because ignorance on fire may be in very limited and very certain instances that's okay, depending on context, ignorance on fire. But when it comes to the majority of things, ignorance on fire is simply still ignorance. This was said in a live recently, ignorance on fire, and I don't know the exact quote that I said, but I did come up with it. I did come up with it on the spot. I hadn't heard it before. Maybe I coined it. I don't know if this is the exact phrase that I use, but ignorance on fire will just burn you to ash type of thing. Ignorance on fire just leaves you in ashes. You don't get anything from it other than burns. Very simply, I don't think that ignorance on fire is appropriate for the majority of situations, especially when it comes to something having to do with being an entrepreneur and business. You really think that's smart? Ignorance as an entrepreneur and something that you're doing, you really think that's smart? Then she says, ignorance on fire is so much better than knowledge on ice. I don't even know what the hell that means. I guess just like not using knowledge that you have. But in this instance, I think that's a weird phrase. I think she's just using that just to say something. I find it interesting that she's talking shit about knowledge, about having knowledge about this. I find myself to be what one might call knowledge on ice when it comes to multi-level marketing. I've been there, done that, did well, left when I realized it was what it is, and here I am. I might be what she considers knowledge on ice. I'm not sure. I would like to know your thoughts. You might be what she considers knowledge on ice. Someone who has the knowledge but refuses to use it for bad when it comes to multi-level marketing. I refuse to go into multi-level marketing with this knowledge and still do multi-level marketing because I'm not a shit human being. And then she brings up YouTube and I'm just like, you're thinking about me?
They just want their friend being genuine and honest, that they can laugh with, that they can have fun with, that they can hear your true feedback. I tell everybody not to buy the mascara. It's not my favorite. Some of my clients love the mascara, but I'm not here to just tell everybody everything's the greatest. Like, my people know that they can trust me. And the other thing is, people think that in order to be like a network marketer, because we're great at showing the good moments, that your life is perfect. I was in my robe like most of today until I just recently took a shower and put my makeup on, and my hair is still not where I want it to be. This brow's being funky. My house has been a mess all week after Christmas.
Yeah, but like, you don't show that. That's a big issue that I have with, I mean, influencers in general, but specifically multi-level marketing, because they like to show this life and act like their life is a certain way, that it is perfect, that they make a ton of money, that they're wealthy, that they have no worries, that this is the best thing that you could do. She's like, well, I was in my robe and washed my hair and my house is messy. I'm like, yeah, but have I ever seen you that way? And you portray that as something normal for you. No, you come on here either ready to put on makeup and talking about how great the products are, or makeuped up and trying to debunk the junk. So excuse me if this one instance of you talking about how you are relatable is not enough for me.
Like, stop thinking that you have to be perfect and have some perfect life before you can do network marketing successfully. Who relates to perfect people anyway? Like, no one. I think that the most inspiring thing is you doing it with your kids in the background. As I rose in this industry, my kids were in the background like, Mom, I just pooped, come wipe my butt, or the fighting, or the baby crying that I had to get up and end the video with, and like all of the moments, my husband walking in and being silly, and you know, it's real. And so I want to talk about beauty society, and I want to talk about a little bit of my journey. So you guys know, okay, you know that I left my previous partnership after 5.5 years. I left a team of 1,800 women. I left a 6-figure paycheck. I left bonus pool shares that were going to be paid out, and I think in 2024. I don't know if they got paid out or not. I left behind all of that because the company kept making changes. And I didn't want to go into a lot of detail on my main page. That's not what I was trying to do, but I knew I had to go. I had teammates crying in my inbox. I had, it was just, we were told things and then they wouldn't happen. And then I'd see my team cry and like, okay, I got to go. Like, things are getting too bad. So I had like this 9-month hiatus in wellness, as you guys all know. And that was a really interesting phase for me, but
so she left Lime Life, which I've talked about in several videos. So when she was in Lime Life is when there was this big drama between her and anti-MLM. Again, go check it out. And then she went to Modair for 9 months and just bragged about Modair. And so that's where we're at.
Beauty, I had no intention of getting back into. I've been at Beauty Society now for 1 year and 9 months. 1 year and 10 months now. I kept thinking it was 1.5 years, but I looked at my join date and it was March 1st, 2023. So what I want you to know is I was a top leader. I took a 9-month hiatus in wellness, and then I started over in this beauty industry from ground zero. No bridge contracts, no team transferring over with me, okay?
You're telling me, first off, she's saying no bridge contracts because a lot of us were like, oh, she probably got a bridge contract or whatever. So you're telling me that not one person from your previous 2 companies, 2, count them, 2 marshmallows. If you don't know that reference, Google it. 2 companies, no one from the previous 2 has joined you? I actually know that that's not true. I actually know that that's a lie. I've skimmed her Facebook. I've seen things about it. I know that she's lying. That's just ridiculous that not one person would go with her. They very obviously have. And she's known to be a big old liar. Do y'all remember the whole like, oh, someone like bought followers and blah, blah, blah. And then we proved it all wrong. We looked up her analytics and like what had happened with her followers, because it shows you on certain sites what happens with followers, and it was just a lie. And I guess she didn't realize that people could go look up those things, and we did, and we proved it was wrong. So by we, I mean like I know other content creators covered it, but I had a lot of drama with her in particular, and I think she had like a couple issues with like one or two other people, but her and I in particular had big beef. It was so good too. It was really solid. Anyone remember the green sweater with the leopards eating the tits? That was a good time. That was fun.
I built this business brick by brick with new amazing women running with me and new women having success. It wasn't some instant team transfer. It was me rebuilding brick by brick. Even when I was in the middle, we just hit the top, okay? We just hit the top, and I made more in this industry than I ever have. And my teammates are making way more in this industry than they ever have. And that is at all ranks. Like, everybody's shocked at their pay. And that's why people stay here. Like, all ranks make great money. And we're gonna talk about bonuses. We're gonna talk about all of that. I'm gonna give you the rundown. I'm gonna tell you why January, all of that. But even when I was still like medium high ranks, I was making more than I was at my previous partnership. Again, so here we have a team of 5 something now. Even when we were a team of 300 something, I was making more, the same or more than I made at my previous partnership with 1,800 people, selling way more. The pay is just better here, and there's reasons why for that, because of how financially we're set up, because of the products, all of that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, when you get closer and higher to the top, you're gonna get paid more. That's just how it goes. So Brooke Ashley Banks is pretty close to the top, if not at the top at this point in this company. And that happens to people when they come in after being a top leader in another MLM before. Why, do you ask? Well, they had teams in previous MLMs who want to follow their leader. That's just it. They follow their leader, okay? She's lying to you. And if you're like, but Julie, why would she lie about that? She has every reason to lie to you about that, because she knows the fact that leaders from other top companies, when they move to another MLM, that's how they get to the top so quickly, is through people leaving their previous MLM to follow them. It's not surprising that she's in the top 1% of the company from what I know. So the top 1% make a lot of money. And if your compensation plan is set up for leaders to make a bunch of money, so if Brooke Ashley Banks is making a bunch more money than when she was in Limelight, my guess is their comp plan is set up especially for leaders. So when I look at this and when I hear what she's saying, I hear it's even worse for the downline. Like, it's worse for the downline here than it was in Limelight, maybe not. But when it comes to money, they're focused more on leaders. That's what I hear her say.
So that gets me all kinds of fired up. And so now we get to talk about just reasons why I love Beauty Society. But the first thing I want to say is this. Network marketing is not for everybody. If you're not willing to open your mouth about products, if you're not willing to open your mouth about the business, you won't be able to sell. Now, you don't have to be the person going live. You can do our Society for All group, or you could do in person, or some of my leaders are making big bank picking up phone calls. Like, that's how they work their business. Phone calls, non-live videos. They're not all over their main page.
What does big bank look like for you? They're making big bank. What does that mean? Big bank. Also, when I hear them say, there are so many successful people in my downline, what does that even mean? Successful. When they use a phrase like that, I hear them say this, but they can't even tell you exactly what it means. Successful. Oh, they are making money. Over 91% of people in Mod 8 made $26 last year. The majority of those 91% are not profiting. They're in the negatives. They've lost money. The reason I'm not doing Beauty Society specifically is because they don't have a real income disclosure statement. So just means they're probably worse.
Because a lot of people work in our customer group called Society for All, and they make thousands and thousands of dollars a month just doing it like that. But when
prove it. I hate when people don't have income disclosure statements, because then they can just spout this bullshit without any proof. Prove it. Prove it, Brookie.
I'm going to tell you is this. If you're not willing to open your mouth about your business in any way, shape, or form, and then get frustrated that it's not working, this business won't be for you, because people can't read your mind. They can't come to you. They can't see you use a product 2 times and be like, sold. Everybody and their mother is starting businesses and quitting nonstop. It's just true. And your network has to trust you. Your network has to believe that you love it. Your network has to see you use it. It usually takes people like 8 times of seeing something before that they're like sold and wanting it. And so they're not, your business, you're not going to be a millionaire your first month. You're not going to be a millionaire your first year, right? And that's just the reality of it. But the cool thing is as you pour your time into an industry like this, it can pay you like no other business can.
That is so deceptive. Why? Well, we've gone over several times that the majority of people in MLM don't make money. But that thought also leads people into a sunk cost fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy. So they've sunk or given so much to something that even though they are not either making money or even though it's making their life worse or more miserable or whatever, they put so much time and effort into it and a lot of times money that they stay just for the odds of them making it. Even though it makes no sense on paper, they put so much time and money into it, they might as well keep trying. But that's the sunk cost fallacy. And that's what happens, I think, to a ton of people in multi-level marketing companies. They're told, put in the effort, commit long-term, go for it. It took me 5 years to blah, 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 blah. It took me blah, blah, blah. It took me several years to blah, 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 blah. She was in it for 10 years before she became a millionaire. All of that stuff. They say all of that and so much more. And feel free to put comments down below on your thoughts throughout this and things that they say. And it leads people into that sunk cost fallacy, which is so sad and very harmful for them.
And that's me. Haven't been to college, didn't get school debt, which that is a whole other ball game of talking money pits and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna zip it there.
Yeah, you should zip it. I'm going to ignore my master's degree, okay? Because I just didn't like what I ended up doing. I went to school for ultrasound and make way more than I thought I would coming out of school. I make enough to live on my own just fine. I've definitely made more in 1 year in ultrasound than I did with the amount I paid for school. So tell me, was it worth it, Brookie? Yes. Now, of course, there are a lot of instances where people are in student debt, like myself. Ultimately, in my opinion, there are specific things that you have to go to school for. If you want to be a biologist, if you want to be a librarian, if you want to do these certain things, you have to go to school. And if it's something you enjoy, if it's something that pays you money, I ultimately think it's worth it. Now, sometimes people end up regretting it, and that's part of life. I can guarantee you, there's a bigger percentage of people regretting joining a multi-level marketing company than there are people who went to college, regret going to college. I can't prove it, but I just have that feeling looking at all the income disclosure statements that I've looked at.
But I've been able to make jaw-dropping paychecks. And that's why I know more women need to know about this. And I didn't go to college. And I fumbled my way through this, but you know what I was consistent as ever. I was always in the room. I was able to bounce back from everything, from haters, from people quitting, from being judged, from, you name it.
I'm definitely in that hater category. Oh my God, did you see my pen? It spun like a helicopter. She does not like me. Brookie Banks doesn't like me at all, at all.
Customers buying from someone else, like all the things that you think could just like get in your head. You've got to be resilient and bounce back. So if you're not willing to talk about a business, then this industry is not for you. And that's okay. But it is for a heck of a lot of women. And I want to tell you why Beauty Society, okay? I was a hard sell to come over to Beauty Society. And I literally tried to find a reason to hate it because I just needed a scapegoat. I just needed a reason to say, nope, peace, can't stand behind this. I've been in the industry long enough where I'm not going to bring people to a company I don't believe in. I was that awkward underdog with nothing in my favor. I will always stand up for her. And I need to know that she can win and duplicate success if she works. If she works, okay? And I need to know that my clients can really love the product, like really. And so when I got the product when I got the box was beautiful, which I loved. So I'm holding this pretty box and I'm like, dang it. Why does it have to be so difficult? Like, I love this box. It's so pretty, stinking A. Like, right? Because our first impression's everything. And so when a client can get a pretty box in the mail, then they feel spoiled and taken care of and luxurious, and it just elevates the whole experience. And so I'm glaring at this box and I open it up and I'm like, okay, the bottles are cute, the packaging's cute. Like, so I use a skincare.
You joined for a pretty box. Ultimately, I know that's not the exact reason, but it sounds like from the moment you got the box, you were in. Very smart business.
Immediately, my heart is beating fast. Like, this is literally me in my bathroom. I'll never forget. My heart is beating fast. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could feel this working on my skin. I love how it feels. I feel like I'm at a high-end salon. Like, I felt like I was at a higher than Jean Juarez salon getting a facial in my own bathroom. And I was like, gosh, more women need to feel like this. And I'm reading the ingredients and I'm looking up the ingredients online. And I used to use this expensive skincare line called Cosmetics that they use in high-end salons. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like my cosmetics. This is crazy. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be a customer. Like, I'm going to be a customer. Because I'm going to hate the makeup. And I had tried other network marketing makeup before coming to Beauty Society. And it literally was just like, nope, I don't love it. Can't stand behind it. If I'm having this much trouble with it, I'm not getting a customer here. And so it was just, I'm like, okay, well, now I just got to put this makeup on and hate it. And I'll tell my friend, hey, I'll be a customer with your skincare, but I hate the makeup. I get the makeup on and it does what it's supposed to do. Did they have everything? No. Did I love the mascara? No, I don't even think I tried the mascara first. It's not horrible. I just like a really good mascara. I'm just really picky about my mascara. So anyway, I tried the foundation. I tried the blushes. And I was like, okay, the concealer works. It covers my dark circles that I had really bad at the time. Okay, this works. Okay, that works. And it works easily. Like, people can figure it out. It's not rocket science here, right? Like, people need to easily be able to figure out the makeup. And I was like, okay, I'm into this. It got me thinking. And then I see the internal skincare and I'm like, okay, I like that. Okay. Find out it's pre-global, liked that. So then I'm like, all right, I can't stop thinking about this. Let me get on a call with your top leaders. And I scan their pages and they're not really on social media much. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? Like, what's up with these girls not on? Because they do phone calls, because they work their business different than me. So that's when, like, there are highly successful people who don't post on their social medias every day, just so you guys know.
Yeah, but what you're going to find with those highly successful people who don't post on their social medias every day is that they're older and they've been in the company a lot longer. So phone calls was like their natural way. That's how their generation communicates. So yeah, I mean, sure, there are several people like that who have been in MLM for a very long time, who do parties still, and who use phones to call people about the product because that's the way their generation did it. And a lot of them are very successful because they've been in that MLM or in multi-level marketing for 2 decades. So imagine how many people they've picked up and dropped off on their way to 2024. And how when they move an MLM, if they move to another MLM, they can likely bring so many people with them.
Anyway, but they built that trust first. So they had to do the work up front. Anyway, I get on a call and I whip these people because I've been around the block, because I've been smooth. Like, even when I went over to my middle company, I was told things and then I got in and that's not what it was. And so I was like, dude, what the heck, you know? So I had to let that fizzle. And so I'm like whipping these leaders and I'm like, what's up with this? What's up with the bonuses? There's no way this company can afford that. And I'm like, what do your teams complain about the most? What do you wish was different? Like, all these things, blah, 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 blah.
You think those top leaders who knew you were a top leader in another MLM are going to tell you those things honestly and truly? You believe that? Because MLM leaders are so trustworthy because they care so much about the person and not the money.
What's the catch? Blah, blah, blah. Everything sat so well with me to where I was like, okay, wow, I've got to do this. I can't not do this. I can't not be a part of it. I was huge in asking about the comp plan and how people made money because, again, I had to believe that the everyday woman could make money here. So now I want to tell you about why. And I handwrite these. I hand wrote, I think I have 10 reasons why over here. I want you to know why I love Beauty Society and why you should give it a shot not being perfect. And I want to firsthand also tell you, if you are somebody who is like, Brooke, I'm scared because I've built my whole team here and starting over is just so hard. Yeah, it is hard, but being somewhere, staying miserable, watching things just dwindle and dwindle and dwindle and dwindle is worse. Like, choose your hard, sister. You know, it's so refreshing and it's so worth it. And you got me by your side to get work done, like, period, right? And I've done it firsthand. And so I think that that's the exciting thing about if you are starting fresh over again.
If all of your choices are hard, choose one that'll make you money. That's proven to make you money. I mean, start there. Let that be your starting point. Not even getting into the iceberg under the ocean part of it. That's just the tip of the iceberg part. At least pick one that is definitely going to make you money. The majority of people in MLMs don't profit. I don't know what to say. I'm going to serve you a platter of the truth. The majority of people in MLM don't profit. Platter served. How do I know? I've looked at so many income disclosure statements that prove, and these income disclosure statements are created by the company and put out for you to look at. People like Brooke Ashley Banks aren't going to show you those things. She never talked about the Lime Life income disclosure statement. I've never met an income disclosure statement that showed me that the majority of people profited. Not a single one.
And you're nervous. I was a top leader who started from the ground and built all the way back up again, brick by brick. So I firsthand can help you with that. So anyway, number one, fast starts. So in your first 60 days, not 30 days, your first 60 days, you get fast starts and they're all cash. It's not product credit. There are other ways to earn product credit. It is cash for your own self. In your first 60 days, you can earn up to $2,250 on top of all of your paychecks, on top of your commissions, on top of everything. This is just extra cash in your first 60 days. The next thing is the juicy bonuses. And what I really loved, first of all, my jaw dropped. My team used to sell way more than $150,000 at my last beauty partnership. Had way bigger a team. And we got 500, 700, like something really low for a bonus, okay? Real low bonus. Here, when you do 150,000 in team volume, you get a $7,000 cash bonus. That's not your paycheck. That's your bonus on top of team pay, on top of your personal commissions, on top of all of it. But what I really loved about the bonuses is that they started at only $10,000 in team volume. And that spoke to me for the everyday woman. All right, my girls, they can start earning cash bonuses on top of their pay, on top of their commissions, on top of everything. They can get cash bonuses with as little as $10,000 in team volume, which includes their own sales.
She said with as little as 10,000. Let me tell you right now, when I was in Arbonne, 10,000, when you hit it 2 months in a row, around 2 months in a row, was the second of 4 levels. And it has 2.something% of the company. I'm going to tell you right now, there are a lot of the same type of products, consumable products that people buy monthly. And so my question to that, always and forever, when they say something like as little as $10,000, how many people on your team, what's the percentage of people on your team? And for the next year, what's the percentage of people that hit $10,000? You're going to find that oftentimes it is very, very small, even though they portray it as though it's something that's easy to do.
Going towards their team volume. Heck yes. So at $10,000, you get a $300 bonus. At $18,000, you get a $700 bonus. At $35,000, you get a $1,500 bonus. When your team does 70K in a month, you get a $3,500 bonus. And when your team does 150K in a month, you get a $7,000 a month bonus. All right, next, volume-based team plan. So gone are the days where you have to build a team. First of all, you don't need a team to make money. You can earn your personal commissions 25 to 45% dollar for dollar on your commissions.
Sure, you don't need a team to make money, but you need a team if you want to profit, mostly, and if you want to make enough money to live on. And even then, the money is so bad that the Federal Trade Commission says the majority of people will not make money. I feel like that in of itself is enough for people, but it's not. And that's one of the reasons that I'm here. There's much more to it than just not making enough money.
So you can make great money. So many people are into the affiliate links. Like, give me a heart if you're into affiliate links. So many people love to be an affiliate, right? Where it's like, oh, I've got my Hydrogel link. Here's my Stanley link. Here's this, here's that. And they pay such little amounts. And oftentimes when the client then goes back to the website, they're not hardwired to you to where you're not getting the second sale. If your client, your friend is not using your link every single time, you're not getting the reorders, right? Affiliate pay is very small. Here you start out at 25% and you can earn your way up to 45% in personal commissions, dollar for dollar. So I love that. You do not have to build a team to make money here. 1 month I sold 6,000, a little over 6,000, and I made 3,000 in commissions, just in my own sales, not on top of, plus team pay, plus bonuses, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
How can you do that though if you only get up to 40%, which you probably weren't even at by that point? How did you make half of what you sold? Maybe she's leaving something out, or I'm misunderstanding, but she said she sold 6K and got about 3K. But she said the highest you can get is 40%. But she probably wasn't even at that yet, because I'm guessing you have to hit a certain rank. And even if she was, it still doesn't make sense. Listen, math, that kind of math, I feel like it's not hard. But it's the sense isn't making, the math isn't mathing.
Volume-based comp plan though, what I love about this is it's just people coming together to attribute volume. You don't need this rank over here, and then you need to build this person up to this rank, and then if she doesn't maintain this rank, then you can't maintain. So you got to get all your ducks in a row and your web in an order, and you can't have a hole here or a hole there. With a little bit of people and hit the top, you could do a bunch of volume with a bunch of people. Like, everybody does a little bit of volume with a lot of people and hit the top. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what ranks you have below you. That's so cool that you could rank advanced just by team volume alone.
That's pretty much what Arbonne does though. And it's still bad. Like, the numbers are still terrible. Cool. I mean, sure, but it's the same type of outcome. So not cool.
And they generally, I always say you plus 2. You at least want 2 people below you plus your own, or me plus 3. That's a really safe one, is get a few legs going or people going. Or maybe you have a bunch of people that don't build teams at all. Maybe they're just like a bunch of affiliates, and you can hit the top with people not having any teams below you and just a bunch of sellers. Like, it's so freeing. That's what I love about it. Naturally right now, just so you know, the momentum is here. Like, people are coming from everywhere. People are coming who have not done network marketing before. People are coming who have thrown in the towel on network marketing. People are coming from other beauty companies and wellness companies and more beauty companies and more beauty companies.
Yeah, that's true. There are a ton of people coming from Limelight, because Limelight is crashing and burning and not doing well.
And they're coming and they're starting over with, I'm going to let you know, no bridge contract. We don't offer bridge contracts here. We have our fast start. Everybody starts at the ground, work your way up.
Yeah, and they bring their downline. Just because you don't have bridge contracts doesn't mean they don't have a leg up.
We have the gift of an awesome comp plan and awesome product. Financially stable. This needs to be like, come on, come on, come on. We are financially stable. We are not going affiliate only. We have no debt. We have no investors.
But that's what a lot of companies say. Like Limelight, they said we are not going affiliate, and they crashed and burned. Have they even got affiliate yet? If not, that they're going to, I'm sure, eventually. It's just so bad everybody's leaving.
We have spent our money wisely and invested it wisely into the machines that we have in our warehouse. That's the other one. And by the way, we are made in-house in the USA. And the cool thing about that is when you're made in-house in the USA, you are able to have low overhead costs and high quality control. When you have low overhead costs, this means you can spoil your clients more and build a better compensation plan. And that's what we do. And it's also, having no middleman is a huge reason why we are so financially stable.
Brooke, with you saying all this bullshit, I expect when Beauty Society, if they come out with an income disclosure statement, because they should. Them not having one is the biggest red flag ever. Y'all better be making dollars on dollars on dollars. Y'all's income disclosure statement better be spick and span. The majority of people better be profiting. I'm going to wipe your smug shame off your face by destroying all of these lies, by showing everything you're saying is a lie. I'm so excited for that day.
As middlemen are upping their prices on other people when they need to restock their products that they're just labeling, we don't have that. We source our ingredients. We mix it in-house in Vegas. Okay, I've watched it be done several times in person. We mix it in-house in Vegas. We package it and we ship it to your customer's doorstep. Everything is done from mixing the product to shipping it to your doorstep in our warehouse, which is so rare and so cool. And the quality control is unreal. And we own our formulas. Like, who does that, right? Like, who does that? We do. The cool thing about this.
What makeup brands own their own formula? Many makeup brands own their own formulas, including Sephora, Shiseido, Kao, Beiersdorf, Kendo, Hero Cosmetics, Honest Beauty, Fenty Beauty, Smashbox, Avila Skincare, and more. Who does that? Well, apparently many. I don't know what you want me to say. Wow, that was so hard to prove wrong. All I did was type it into Google. I didn't even spell it right. Look how I spelled it. What makeup brands OOW? Their THER own formula. Own formula. And it said, I know what you're saying, and many do. Good God, Brooke, you make this so easy.
Skincare. So skincare has a 12-month guarantee on it. It's because we use the highest percentage levels with skincare. That is, the ingredients that we put in there are clinical grade ingredients. So we take this clinical grade ingredient, this clinical grade ingredient, this clinical grade ingredient. We use the most that is allowed to be used per day for you. Okay, we use the most of each ingredient and we dump it into the bottle.
Generally, most skincare products are considered good for around 2 years when unopened. Opened products' shelf life is typically 6 months to 1 year. Good God. She's like, we're so great. We're better than everybody else. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. You and your company are not that wonderful. You are just like most companies out there. I don't know what you want me to say, except yours are definitely overpriced because it's a multi-level marketing company and damages people when it comes to their income and likely their confidence because they make no money, which makes them feel bad. And then people like you shame them and say they aren't working even when they are.
So we use the maximum amount of ingredients with the maximum amount of each ingredient allowed, and we put it in there to make something so special. And so we have, by the way, we have an 89% reorder rate. 89% of people who order again and again and again. And we also have a 76% of our orders are customer generated, not advisors. This means people are making money, they have real customers, and they're not buying their stock and inventory.
Do you want to know why I think they have an 89% reorder rate? Because they have a beauty box that ships out monthly. That's an auto ship. That's an auto ship order. And my guess is you have to go in and manually like take it off auto ship. How many people let their auto ship go a third month? She doesn't tell you that though. She doesn't say they have an auto ship, but they have like Ipsy, that kind of box, like a monthly auto ship box with whatever. From what I know, they have that. Yeah. Claim your spot, subscribe before the 15th of each quarterly box, cancel anytime. Your box will process on the 15th of March, June, September, and December. So I guess you get it 4 times a year. As a Society Plus member, you get 15% off all orders, free discounted shipping, and access to exclusive sales. So you are on auto ship, so you get it once. You don't get it again until June. So you get it March. You don't get it again until June, and then it shows up on your doorstep. And then you go, oh, and then you cancel it.
Quit buying stock and inventory. They can go to your website. You should not be spending money on stock. Okay, period. And then our makeup. Our makeup is something special because it is, what I love about our makeup is anytime we come out with a makeup product, we basically dupe a really, really high-end makeup product. So our sticks were duped off of OG, but we always improve them. Always will improve them. Let me take out a couple other things. Where is my Sheer Joy? Our Sheer Joy was duped off of Chanel's. Do I have it with me? I always have it on my counter, so it must be somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. I used to buy it, and it was a huge reason, here it is, why I came over here. So see this? This is Chanel's Le Beige Touch de Tint Water Fresh Complexion Touch. Everybody freaked out about this product. It was sold out on Chanel.com, at Nordstrom.com. So Jeannie, our CEO, bought it off of Chanel. She got it in, she loved it. She gave it to the chemist. The chemist is like, yeah, we can make something like this. And she goes, how are we gonna improve it? He goes, okay, instead of a bunch of water, let's add hyaluronic acid. Let's add aloe juice. Let's add things that are great for your skin. And they have fragrance, let's not add fragrance, right? Like we have no synthetic fragrances. Any fragrance we have are natural. So ours is, has hyaluronic acid, has all of those beautiful ingredients in it, aloe juice, things like that, great for acne prone skin, by the way. But we got to dupe it off of a professional product. Same with our face sticks. They're duped off of the OG face stick line, but we improved the formula and we did trial run after trial run after trial run. So we don't just rush everything out. There was a few other things that I wanted to kind of talk about that we duped, but I won't right now. But that's what I love, is that we're able to, because we do everything in-house, because we own everything and we own our formulas, we're able to pivot fast and we're able to keep things fun and fresh and on our toes. So
you duped a product that you made $46. You say you duped it, but theirs is $48. There's a $2 difference. I have to create a goddamn Beauty Society account to just check for shipping. OG, $48, their sculpted face stick. Shipping's free and their estimated tax is $4.02. So the total is $52.02. When it comes to Beauty Society, the face stick is $46, so $2 less, but you have shipping for $7.95 and a sales tax of $4.53, which makes a total $58.48. So really, you're not a dupe. You're just a liar.
by the way, I was able to go in January, so last month, I was able to go to a top leader trip where all of the top leaders got together and we discussed what we loved about 2024 and we discussed where we would like to see the company go in 2025. We all came together with all of these ideas and we're able to, as top leaders, like I was the spokesperson for my team. So anything I feel like my team has told me, oh, I wish we had this, or this would be cool, or this would be cool, I brought that up at the meeting, okay? So I was able to kind of represent, Amy, hey, you need to message me, girl, trust me. I was able to kind of like bring that up, you know? So we all got together and then corporate came out for dinner. Then we got to present, corporate took us out to dinner and spoiled us. Then we got to get on a Zoom with corporate and lay it all out. I made a PowerPoint, like we laid it all out with all of our ideas, and corporate was listening and they were so aligned with our ideas and they would stop it and be like, wait, we're already working on this and we're actually doing that. And I agree with you there. And yes, we need to get better on this here. So they're very transparent. Corporate always wants to be available to everybody. Like Jeannie, my CEO, has called some of my potentials who have wanted to partner. She's called some of my customers. She's called some of my teammates. She doesn't like wait for a rank in order to impress her to get her time. She values everybody. And that's what I love about her. And they're so open and they're willing to learn and pivot and stuff like that. So what we have coming in 2025, you're going to want to be a part of.
I don't care how many people your CEO calls that are potential, whatever. If they are CEO of an MLM, I instantly know they are unethical in business practices. That is an easy shoe-in for me.
You're gonna wanna be a part of. There's many ways to work this business. So what do I have for you? I've made a team website. It has your launch plan, it has your getting started back office stuff, and then it has your launch plan, what to post in your first few days. It has special content made for you. It's got like everything in one place for you to launch your business, okay? Like I worked really hard on that site. We also have an informational site. So if you join and you have people that wanna partner with you, you can actually send them this easy website that I created that talks about the trips that they can earn, that talks about, by the way, we have trips. I'm going on a free trip to Fiji, bringing my friend Mindy because my husband can't go. I'm going to Cancun next month in February with Sean that we earned. that all ranks earned, by the way. She's big into making sure all ranks earn the trips and not just top people. So everybody's got to work their business and show up, you know? There's corporate experience trips. I'm going on a leadership retreat this month in Vegas, and it's going to be so fun. And we get to have the Daniel G talk to us.
Oh my God, I cannot stand Daniel G.
We're spoiled with gifts. There's so many reasons I could tell you to get in here and give this a try. And remember, just because someone in your network doesn't like network marketing, who gives a flying kite? Like, honestly, then they shouldn't buy from it and they shouldn't join it. You don't like network marketing, don't buy it and don't join it. Like, no one's making you. By golly, I know it's not for everybody. Just like,
yeah, no one's making you, but you're deceiving people into doing it, making them think one thing when it's another. So someone needs to be there to kind of relay the falsities. Is that a word? Falsities. The fact of being untrue, incorrect, or insincere. Falsity. I was right.
Like, being a lawyer is not for everybody, just like working at Costco is not for everybody. You name it, everything's not for everybody, okay? Life would be boring if it was, really would. But it is for a heck of a lot of us. And you get to choose the level that you show up with your business. Do it with integrity. The reason so many people hate network marketing is leaders trying to take advantage of downlines, is people not doing the business in a smart way, or people cold messaging and annoying their timeline.
Or people being deceptive, lying throughout their life. I've proven at least three, maybe more lies throughout this entire thing by a simple Google search. A Google search.
Messaging them, will you post this for me? Buy this. Somebody, maybe one of your friends posts that they have acne and then people are all of a sudden trying to sell them on their acne product. No, she didn't ask for your help. How dare you? You know what I mean? Like, so I think that if you want to do this, just choose the level that you want to do this business at. Act with integrity. Treat others how you would want to be treated. Show up in a way that would attract you if you were scrolling your social media and wanted to possibly buy from somebody. Like, you be the example. You lead the way. You be what you would want to see in this industry. And we all get to choose that. And that's what I love so much. So I will always be an advocate for network marketing. I know what it's done for my life. It's the reason I own this house and we were able to build this house. It's the reason why my life is the way it is now. And if you are currently in network marketing, fight for it. Show up. Like, what if you actually took your business seriously? Hot dog habits equal hot dog results, and there's nothing wrong with hot dog habits.
She's like, I will always be an advocate for network marketing. Yeah, because if you didn't, your bank account would show... What are these? Because if you didn't, your bank account would show 00, baby. 0. Goose eggs. That's what those 00s shows. 2 big old goose eggs, baby. I knew they call it something.
If you want hot dog results, filet mignon habits equal filet mignon results. Treat this like a career, you will get career results. Treat this like a hobby, you'll get hobby results. There's no wrong way.
What if it's a Costco hot dog? Those are so good and they're $1.50. That's pretty stellar.
Okay. All right, you guys, I'm ready to help more women. I'm going to get more women in the door here. We're going to kick off. There's so much, my ending thing. There's so much coming in 2025 that you're going to be bummed to sit out and watch. There have been people that have partnered here recently and they said, Brooke, I should have listened to you when I first wanted to partner with you when you first came over there. Like, I should have just gotten in. I'm kicking myself for not. And I want you to like, get in here. Like, come feel what yes feels like. What have you got to lose? Nothing. Come give it a shot. All right. All right, you guys, have a great night.
Thank you. Thank you. Have the night you deserve, Brookie Banks, Babs, B Banks, Brooke Ashley Banks, whatever else we call her. So she's still a lying liar who lies, in my opinion. What do you think? I had a lot of fun, especially with those Google searches. 2 seconds to prove she's a liar. I'm so for real when I say that brings me joy. Proving people like Brooke Ashley Banks are just lying liars. So that's all I've got. That's what I've got for you. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and thanks for watching. I also have the Brooke Ashley Banks lore video here ready to go. When the credits roll, you'll see it, okay? Thanks so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Show you what I'm all about. Make up for what we lost. Tonight about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about yours.